Every great school has great programs. Every great school places students in top colleges. Every great school has great faculty, great staff. There's no doubt about it. To be a great school, you have to have a great athletic program, a great STEM program, a great English program, a great philosophy program, programs. Those are part of the deal when you're dealing with education. More importantly, though, Pacifica is more than just great programs. At Pacifica, our goal is to form students. We want to form character, faith, virtue. We want to form hearts, minds, and the soul of each student. That formation is very important. If all we do is graduate students from high school, place them to great colleges, and help them build great resumes, we have missed the mark. Pacifica's mission and vision is much deeper than that. At Pacifica, you will have a great resume. You have a long list of accomplishments to put on your resume. You will get placed in a great college. You can have a great resume, but perhaps you might not have a great life. We all know people that are really accomplished, that have great educations, that have been successful in life, and they're not great people. We see them in media, we see them in politics, we see them in athletics, all across our culture. Great resumes, great educations, but not great people. And at Pacifica, we're forming lives. We're building lives. We like to talk about building lives rather than building resumes. If you build a great resume, you may not have a great life. But if you build a great life, you will have a great resume. And so those are important ideas for us at Pacifica. 3 or 4 years ago, when my daughter was a freshman in college, she had gone through Pacifica and had a Pacifica education, really enjoyed this idea of forming lives, of really being into school to grow and develop as a human being. Not just using school, the utility of school to get through it, but actually growing as an individual. She went off to college. She went to UCLA, which is close by our home. And at UCLA, she loved it. She had a great experience. However, at the end of her first year, during Easter break, she came home. And she said, Dad, it's not clicking all the time for me. Everybody seems to know exactly what they want to do. Everyone's got it all mapped out. They have their internships, their classes. People seem to be interested in taking the easiest class possible just to get through it. They're using education as a means to some other end. And she said, Dad, I am really excited about digging into education as an end in itself, not as a means to another end. And I said, Lindsay, you're building your life. You're not building a resume. And you know who you are, you know what direction you're going in. And so that's more important than knowing what you want to do. Because you can do anything you want to do, but knowing yourself and knowing your direction is more important. So she felt good about that pep talk during Easter break. We drove her back to school up on the hill at UCLA. And on the hill, there's 10,000 students that live there. So you can imagine the mad rush as the cars pull up to drop kids off, Ubers from the airport coming back from Easter break. Students everywhere. So we pull up, Lindsay gets out of the passenger side of the car, and she begins to disappear into the crowd. And I get out of my driver's side and peer over the top of the car and watch her disappear. And as she does, I said, Hey, Lindsay. I yelled to her, Hey, Lindsay. And she turned around and I said, Hey, go build your life. And she smiled, turned around and slipped away in the crowd. She knew exactly what I was talking about. Building lives, not simply resumes. And that's what we're up to at Pacifica. Another thing to mention here is that a lot of her colleagues in freshman and sophomore year at UCLA went to schools that were simply about information delivery and graduation requirements. They just gave them a ton of information, APs, take as many APs as possible, content, learn a lot of content, and even some skills, writing, debate, that sort of thing. And so we're much more at Pacifica than information delivery. We certainly do deliver a lot of information. As a school, you have to deliver information, you have to teach skills. But again, it's more than that. It's more than just information. It's more than skill building. It's building community. It's building lives. It's building people of direction and purpose, people that have meaning, that know what life's about. So yeah, you will get a lot of information at Pacifica. You will learn a lot of skills at Pacifica, but it doesn't end there at all. And I think a lot of her colleagues in school were just burned out on education. They were like, I don't even like this. What's the point? I'm just getting a lot of information, learning some skills. I guess it's for a career, right?
Yeah.
But it's more than that.